Women's World Cup. How fiery Chloe Kelly became England star. Last year was a dramatic one for Chloe Kelly. She began it with a fight to get fit for Euro 2022. She finished it as an English football icon. Kelly was a substitute for all 6 of England's matches at the Euros, having only just fully recovered from an anterior cruciate ligament injury suffered in 2021. But it was the Manchester City forward who came on to score the most significant goal of the tournament, as her extra-time winner gave the Lionesses a 2-1 victory over Germany in the final, for their first major trophy. She followed it with a memorable celebration, revealing a sports bra by taking her shirt off and swinging it round her head in delight, and earning praise for empowering women. Having followed up with 5 goals and 9 assists in 22 Women's Super League games for Manchester City in 2022-23, Kelly now has her eye on the Women's World Cup. She is heading to Australia for the tournament, which kicks off on the 20th of July, hoping to step up from super sub to a regular starter. Last year I was in a completely different place to where I am this year. I was coming into the Euros having not had a lot of football, said Kelly. My confidence was probably high because I was just buzzing to be there. This year, I've had a whole season of football and was able to grow as it went on. That was really important to me. From that crowning moment at Euro 2022, to scoring the winning penalty in front of 83,000 fans at Wembley to win the first women's finalissima against Brazil, Kelly's story has been extraordinary. BBC Sport looks at her rise to the top. Maybe I was a little bit cheeky. Kelly, 25, was the youngest of 7 siblings and grew up in Ealing, West London, spending her days playing in cages, enclosed park areas designed for sports, in her estate. Having begun her career at Arsenal, she moved north to Everton, initially on loan, in 2016, when she was 18. By the time Willie Kirk arrived at the club as manager in 2018, Kelly had already impressed but was known for her feisty character and a relentless competitive streak. She was really young and raw. I had heard some stuff about her attitude and things like that, but I never, ever had that version of her, Kirk told BBC Sport. I gave her a bit of freedom and told her to go and play, and I think she responded to that. She was fiery at times, but I never wanted to take that out of her as it's made her the player she is today. She trained exactly the way she played. She wanted the ball all the time and hated giving it away. She had bags of energy, so it was exciting to try and get her in the team. Maybe people forgot she was a young kid who moved up from London. Any fiery moments in training I almost encouraged because it wasn't causing a problem. A major setback came with an ACL injury that forced her to miss the Olympic Games in 2021. She says it caused her to grow up a lot. I've stayed true to myself in terms of my personality. Maybe I was a little bit cheeky when I was younger. I remember, ex-Everton manager, Andy Spence getting at me sometimes, she said. I feel like I'm just me, though. That maturity is when you grow older and you realize you can use people to help you improve and you can ask questions. I matured the most when I was injured. Everything gets taken away so quickly, so now I think, why would you complain about such little things? You appreciate things so much more. She just gets on the ball and plays. She's improved her rapport with teammates. Kelly has significantly adapted her game at Manchester City, according to former England midfielder Izzy Christiansen. Since moving to City, she has retained that ability and instinct, but really refined her game with small details, said Christiansen. She's improved her ball retention and decision-making in wide areas, when to keep the width and when to come inside, all of those elements which are tailored towards fundamentally getting a shot on goal or delivering a cross. Off the ball, I've seen her improve massively and also in her rapport with people around her. Kelly's position in the England squad feels more prominent than it was last year, in part because of her success but also through the absence of injured Euro 2022 Golden Boot winner Beth Mead. Competition for places remains. Chelsea's Lauren James enjoyed a breakout year, while City teammate Lauren Hemp is a regular starter, but Kelly's game time is likely to increase at this World Cup. She's in a strong position, said Christiansen. There will be a lot more rotation than there was at the Euros. Chloe might have to accept rotation, but she just needs to keep doing what she's doing. It's about staying hungry for those moments and accepting your role. England have the luxury of squad depth. The way Chloe has played all season shows me she is in the right mindset.